TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted. Oh, wrong one.
Industry's
Podcast.
most wanted.
I got two audio interfaces, one at my home studio, one at my podcast studio, and I got the buttons set up differently. I always mix them up. But anyways, it's your girl TampaMystic. We live right here on the industry's most wanted podcast. We got Luscious looking all luscious checking in. What's up, beautiful?
What's
Listen, I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? She's out here working. Shout out to DJ Hype Man Crunk. He was the one that made the official connection for us. We're currently streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and two Facebook accounts. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are in any of those places, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat room so I can put it on the screen. Shout out to DJ Hype Man Crunk already checking in. That's the bro right there.
period?
Well, listen, it's all about you today, my love. So go ahead and give us that official introduction. Let everybody know a little bit about who you are, what you got going on, and where you're checking in from.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Luscious raw ass bitch, straight out. I'm from Hickory Valley, Tennessee. Right now I'm currently in Clarkson. Yeah, from Hickory Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for people who are not familiar with where that is on the map, how far is it, maybe we'll say, from Memphis?
From Memphis, probably I think like east from Memphis.
Okay. So again, shout out to Hype Man Crunk for making this connection. Like anytime Hype Man Crunk brings an artist to me, it's always 110% legit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to be building with you and working with you. We already got a lot of people checking in, man. Like shout out to everybody checking in on a Tuesday afternoon. We appreciate y'all. Drop them comments. Let Luscious Lay know that you're here supporting. One of the hardest things to do is get someone to support, but right now, we're just going to take the time to get to know you. So taking it back, I always like people to understand your journey. Before music became that passion, was there something else that you desired to do?
No. So like growing up, basically been around music like my whole life. I grew up in the church choir.
Okay.
So I was always like drawn to music.
So it's always been in you since a young age. I mean, I know you're young now, but I'm talking when you was a little girl.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So growing up in Tennessee, we're going to keep it in Tennessee for just a minute. Who were some of the motivators, inspirations? And it doesn't necessarily even have to be an artist.
As far as inspiration, it was kind of like I said, I grew up in a church choir. It was kind of like a coping skill for me. So to help myself through my own personal situations through music, where it all started, as far as me taking the journey to actually pursue.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important that people understand where it all started because
Right.
a lot of artists, when they really blow up, people be like, oh, they just blew up overnight. No, you've been working your entire life towards this.
Right.
It didn't just happen overnight. Like she's out here hustling. She's on her grind. She's one of them lady female hustlers who is about her business, period. Most definitely. So at what point did you really start taking music like on a serious note where you're like, you know what? I really got to get my business together and make a career out of this. When was that for you?
I would say for me, I think it was 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so like 2020, like because I was doing like music, here and there, but I wasn't serious, like I wasn't putting my. So I basically had to like separate the outside world, period, and like really ground myself and like, all of the things that basically like artists go through as far as like people taking you serious. Like I had to really like and like ground that information until one day I was like, so 2020.
And I think that was a good time to do it. Like you said, you had to separate yourself from the world a little bit. What better time to do it in the middle of a pandemic when everything is shut down?
Right, right.
So it sounds like definitely you utilized that time during COVID and the pandemic when everything was just pretty much shut down. You really utilized that time to build your music career. And I see a lot of entrepreneurs who built businesses during that time, and a lot of artists who really, came out and started doing, music because not came out, but came out of their shell per se and was able to really start pursuing music because it gave them time to sit down and really focus on what it is that they need to do as a music artist. Now, you're working with people like DJ Hype Man Crunk, and I'm sure you've got some other people around you who are really, been in this business for a long time. Working with guys like him, how is that helping you with your music right now?
It's basically been a blessing, like since I started working with him. As far as like me, having trouble with anything, um, he's been up this whole journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hype Man Crunk is that guy. I've known him for a long time. So I always like to make sure we give him his flowers because he puts a lot of artists in position to win. Years ago, he was the first person that put me on game with Moneybag Yo before Moneybag Yo was who he is today. And I had the opportunity to interview him back then. And it's like, once I seen him call that and I see how big of a superstar Yo is now, I was like, okay, Hype Man Crunk know what he talking about. He really knows how to pick them superstars, and it's definitely no different with you. Now, being a female in this business, sometimes we feel like we got to work a little harder to prove,
Right.
that we doing this the right way. Give us a pro and a con of being a female, an attractive female in this music business.
Um, I feel like just because you're attractive, like people they come at you real business and like legit work, but it be like a whole different so I feel like that's like a con throughout it, like them just taking you serious as an artist. The pro no, I try not to look at like the bad, focus on like the good, the positive. I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I'm a big believer in what you focus on is what comes to life. So if you're
Right,
always focusing on the bad stuff, you're going to be
right,
surrounded with that bad energy. So I totally agree with you. Let's just forget about that. We know it exists. It's out there, but we ain't focused on that. We focus on the good stuff and the good people around us.
right.
Definitely. So what was the very first song that you released on the digital platforms?
Digital platform, the very. It was like it was basically um, was it lifestyle? Yeah, it was basically a freestyle, and I was like, this is not a freestyle into like me, like my own thing. So I named it like
What was the name of it? You cut out just a little bit.
I'm sorry, lifestyle.
Okay, dope, dope. So that was the
Yeah,
first one. You said it was kinda like a freestyle. It was lay style though.
yeah.
That's really dope. What would you say was the first song or freestyle that you put out that really started getting people's attention and making them pay attention to who Luscious Slay is?
I did this song called I Need, and like everybody loves it actually. I feel like that people up as far as like me not how do I say it, as far as like putting myself out there. I feel like once I drop the I need a like gravitated toward it.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, for you guys who may not have heard it, we're gonna check it out in a few minutes. I do already have it loaded up and ready to go. So and you came hard with it too now. I ain't gonna lie. Like keeping it all
Thank
the way
you.
real, it's harder for females out here to put out music that catches the attention of the men and the women. So let's just talk about
Mhm.
that for a minute because a lot of women make women only anthems, and it's cool to have women only anthems, but you got to have something that the fellas are going to dive into and listen to as well. How important is it to
Right.
you as a female artist to be very well rounded with the music you're putting out?
Um. So when I'm like music or whatever, I think about well, for first myself, obviously, I'm like, if it's a dope cover, and I feel like for something catchy and like dope to me, like I feel like if I put it out, like the world,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
The world's going to let you know. The people are going to let you know.
Mhm.
You know, and that's why it's important to go and do stuff like this or even maybe do artist showcases because
Right,
those are the places that you can test out new music in front of a audience that of people you may not know and you're going to catch that reaction of them.
right.
So with that being said, what's it like in your city right now? Are people supporting? Are there events being put on for independent artists? Talk to us.
Okay, so like I said, like before I started taking music serious, I sat down with myself and like thought about, like if it based the way that I would plan for it to go. But I know like it's a process. Some people is support you. Like you can be
Yes.
dope. You can have, dope music, like everything could be like, but you can't expect for everybody to see, you know, what you have in your world, like, everybody to like see that or whatever. But as
Right.
far as um and honestly, to be real, like I focus more so on like who supports. Really look at like who's not supporting me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. As you should.
yeah.
Most definitely. So, have you collabed with any artists from your area?
Yeah. So I have did oh my god, it's been artists I collabed with. Fog right now. Um, what is it? The kid. He's dope as hell too. I collabed with him. What is it? Said man. I collabed with him. Sorry, y'all. I really can't think right now. Like I really have like brain fog.
It's all good. It's
But
all good. Hype man Crunk chiming in. He's put Killer Kid. He typed that
yeah,
in. So,
I,
you
I,
know.
but yeah.
That's dope. So let's talk about, projects. We know you got singles out. Have you had any projects in the works?
Um, it's like coming up, like coming up. I'm just ready for like 2023, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new year, it's a fresh start. I had
Right.
seen somebody that I follow earlier on Instagram that I respect. He's always dropping that wisdom, and he said, if you have New Year's goals and resolutions, start right now. And I'm like, I've always thought that, but it's always good to hear other people say it. Like, don't wait till January 1st. Go ahead and start today, December 6th, on what your goals are for the new year. So, with that being said, coming into 2023, what can everybody expect from Luscious Lay?
Oh my God, y'all, a lot more content, new music, content, and a lot of new music, like different vibes.
So they can be in store. What about visuals? You got videos that you're going to be putting out?
It's in the works. It's in the works. Yeah.
So they definitely got to stay tuned. Now, if there's other artists out there that, are about their business, maybe have a little bit of budget put together to shoot a video and they want to do a collab with you, are you open to doing new collabs?
To work, like, yeah, I'm always down to work for
Yeah.
sure.
Artists, if you want to work with her, though, be about your business. Don't think that you're just going to do a song and throw it on SoundCloud. Be prepared to, like, put some promo behind it, possibly shoot a music video, make it make sense because she's on her grind.
Right.
She ain't here to play with y'all. I'm gonna
Not.
say it for her. She ain't playing with y'all. She working. Definitely. You got a lot of people tuned in right now that are really supporting you. Whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. What do you want to say to the people that are taking the time out of their day to come and support Luscious Slay?
I love y'all. Like, I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all support. Like,
absolutely. It's hard to get people to support because they got busy lives, but
yeah.
I also feel like people make time for what's important to them. So shout out to everybody checked in. We love you guys, most definitely. Throughout your journey in music as an independent artist, what's been the biggest like struggle as an independent female artist in this business that you had to overcome?
I'll say as far as me, feel like I'm trying to be more and not like just behind the scenes,
Yeah.
But I feel like overcoming like as of now, like,
Say that last sentence again. It cut out just a little bit. I want to make sure everybody heard you.
I feel like me being like more active, more so that's something like that I'm overcoming as of now. Like, it's a process,
Yes.
and it's creating a song and recording it. Like, it's like a real live like process. So it's like I'm like right now.
Absolutely. That can be tough because when you're an artist, it requires you to have your face out there a lot. People want to get to meet you and shake your hand and, like really become a fan of yours and love on you. And it's tough because, we don't always want to be out there like that.
Right.
Give us one thing that is really like important to you that people don't know, if you don't mind sharing something. And it doesn't even have to be music related, like maybe something you enjoy doing or something that's a must have for Luscious Slay. What is that?
As far as, my child is very important to me. Like, that I'm doing, like, I feel like it's based, like I'm trying to, make sure she's great and set in life. I mean, it's important to like always stay true to yourself. It may be I'm like staying true to yourself. Like that's the most important.
Absolutely, because there's only one you. And people will realize like there's a lot of cap that goes on out here in this music business. No shade to the fellas, but I think the fellas are capping more than the ladies, and y'all don't need to. We know what's real and what's not. I'm just saying. No shade, no shade, no shade. Don't get mad. But just like you said, keeping all the way real. Shout out to Key Luminati. I always say his name wrong. He checking in right now. What's good, bruh? See you. But definitely, so we're about to get into this record though. We're going to check out this record. Before we do that, tell everybody that's tapped in, tuned in, where they can follow you on all your social platforms.
Let's just lay official, Instagram, Twitter, let's just.
So everywhere. And also too, they may see it on the screen. Make sure you put that S, it's LUSC.
Yes, please.
Make sure y'all spell it correctly so you follow the right young lady, you know what I'm saying? So you got this record that's called I Nita that we briefly talked about a little bit earlier. Who produced this record?
Hits Major. He's very, very dope. He produced it.
See, now I'm just gonna call you Key, bro. Key Illuminati. He said ain't nobody capping. I ain't say you. Like I said, no shade, but I'm just saying I tend to see more cap from the fellas than I do the ladies. I don't know what it is. It's an epidemic out there. I'm not hating on y'all. I ain't saying all of y'all. So the record is out on all the digital platforms. Is there a visual for it yet?
No, that's why I said it's in the works. Like there's no visual as of it's in the process.
Dope. So that's something we can really anticipate coming probably 2023.
Right, correct.
She's out here working, y'all. Anybody in particular you want to show some love to and pay some homage to?
Yes, like all of my support who believe in me when sometimes I doubt myself. I really appreciate y'all. Like shout out to y'all.
Yeah, most definitely. Last but not least, we are live, as you can see it, on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Industry's Most Wanted.
And we have the beautiful Luscious Soleil checking in with your girl, TampaMystic. Right now, I need you to go ahead and let everybody know, let the whole world know what makes Luscious Soleil the Industry's Most Wanted.
Luscious Soleil, raw as fuck, getting multi-talented, not your average, just raw as fuck, period.
Period. Straight like that. I love it. She's the one and only. Well, it's definitely been a pleasure to have you on here. I can't wait to meet you in person. So whenever you come out here to the ATL, please let me know.
Definitely.
So we can do this in person, and catch a whole vibe. So we're about to check out this record. It's called I Need-a. If you guys that are listening in, no matter what platform you're on, throw them fire emojis in the chat. Let her know that you're rocking with the record. If you're not rocking with it, constructive criticism is always welcome, but I think y'all going to love it. So go ahead and give us that official introduction.
What's good, world? It's your girl, Luscious Soleil, and y'all about to check out my track, I Need-a.
Already.
It's major.
I want to see DJ Hype Man Crunk dance. Come on, bro.
I need a real big, real big. 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 I got all this ass, so I need a real big. Can't get none of this ass if you ain't got a real big. I might just fast if he got a real big. Hood rich nigga that's got a real big. I need me a nigga with a big dick that's gonna let me swipe and
She up next, y'all. No, she up now, y'all.
I need Fendi. I need Franklin talking Benji. I need a dick long like extension. If his dick ain't long, he missed it. Need a baseball bat for me to pitch it. Bounce his ass double dribble. Go hard to the paint, no free throw. Need a real ass nigga, no weak hoe. That's gon' fuck me good. Deep strokes, pull on my hair, go beast mode. Let me eat them kids, beast mode. Shoot in my mouth and reload. Gotta have a big dick, how the hook go? Real big, real big.
I see y'all showing love in the chat. Keep throwing up them fire emojis if you rocking with it. Let's go.
I need a real big. I need a real big, real big. I need a real big, real big. I need a real big, real big. I got all this ass, so I need a real big. Can't get none of this ass if you ain't got a real big. I might just fast if he got a real big. Hood rich nigga that's got a real big. Check this ass on a big dick nigga. Nigga rich, so he came with some figures. Hit a split, drop it low on his dick. Ass fat and it move, bitch, I'm thick. My shit be moving like jello. When he hit, he can hear his ass echo. Caught the nigga in my net like Nemo. He a lost bitch, nigga lost in his pussy. He a rich nigga, so my shit get gushy. You ain't got no money on my face, keep it moving. I can't fuck with you, baby, if you extra. Say I run shit like you have. And I ain't letting up till I say so. Wanna fit a dick and still till it explodes. Real big,
not living with Jizzle. He said this shit is so hard. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I need a real big dick, real big dick. I need a real big dick, real big dick. I need a real big dick, real big dick. I need a real big dick, real big dick. I got all this ass, so I need a real big dick. Can't get none of this ass if you ain't got a real big dick. I might just fast if he got a real big dick. Hood rich nigga that's got a real big dick.
That's definitely, I could hear that in the strip clubs for sure. For sure. We need to work that through the strip club circuit out here in ATL. Sis, like, I could see every female on that stage just, you know, shaking it, doing her thing. Like, where a lot of records are broke is in the strip clubs. I hosted at Magic City when I moved to Atlanta, and there's a lot of records that get broke in the strip clubs. Hype Man Crunk, come on, let's go. Like, that record's fire. That's the new anthem. Like, that's the workout record. That's the riding record. That's the strip club record. Like, it's gonna work.
Period.
Period. You got me hyped up in the afternoon over here. Definitely. Well, listen, it was such a pleasure to have you on here. You got all that good energy, positive vibes. Hype Man Crunk said he gonna bring you to Atlanta so we can do this in person. I can't wait. Before we get out of here, is there anything else you want to let everybody know?
Basically, you know, whatever it is that you want to do in life, to yourself, never forget, you know, stay true to yourself. Like whatever it is. Try to be positive, consistent, and try to be motivated, but I know how that every day is not, you know, motivational. You're not going to be motivated every day, but stay consistent and let's go.
I know that's right. Well, definitely, we appreciate everybody that checked in. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I do have a lot of dope talent here on Industry's Most Wanted. I do virtual interviews and in person. So hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with your girl, man. But listen, Luscious Lay is in the building. Once again, appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody who took the time on this Tuesday afternoon to check in with us. You know what I'm saying? If you missed any part of this, the full interview stays on my YouTube channel permanently. Go back and run them streams up and tell a friend to tell a friend. But we up out of here.